Good morning and welcome to the BE-AM Symposium at Formnext. We are very happy to have you all here. My name is Oliver Tessmann and I'm heading the Digital Design Unit at the Technical University in Darmstadt, and together with my colleague Ulrich Knag from the ISMD, the Institute for Structural Design and Mechanics. We are organizing the BE-AM Symposium actually for the 5th time, and this year it's the first time that we are at the Frankfurt Formnext fair, and we are extremely happy about this collaboration, TU Darmstadt and Formnext, because we think this is really a great platform to bring together different people from academia, from research, but also from industry. You all, I guess, got that book. And what we wrote in the introduction is digitalization changes the way we design and materialize products, but also the built environment. This is actually a commonplace. Everybody says that digitalization is changing everything. So what do we mean by that? Well, we think that there's a huge potential of digital tools in design, in computational design and digital fabrication, to overcome the separation between the designing and the building of architecture. These two things are separated since Renaissance time, and what could be a great chance to increase productivity, to be more resource efficient, is to bring these two worlds closer together. So we are aiming at digital processes, continuous digital processes from the very first idea to its materialization. And additive manufacturing can add to this track. So there's a certain linearity, a continuity, but we are also interested in circularity, which means if we have the computational tools to simulate something like load transfer, to simulate the constraints that come from certain fabrication techniques, and we feed this information back into the very beginning of the design process, then these constraints could actually become design drivers. And that means that what we build might be more efficient. So it's not only about linearity, it's about the circularity of feedback loops. And we will see today that we can extend this feedback through sensors that are part of the machines that materialize, but also sensors that are part of the buildings, the building elements, the structures that we fabricate. And these sensors tell us how material behaves, how structures behaves, and this knowledge will be feedback and become an experience, and on the long run also become part of the code, because getting additive manufacturing and all the aspects and all the challenges into a building code is another very important thing to work on. So if we use computational tools, if we use simulation, we know, for example, where to place material to transfer loads. And additive manufacturing is a technology that allows us to then also materialize these concepts. So these are the few things that we think stand for the change that digitalization can bring in architecture and engineering. AM is only starting to impact the construction industry. Pioneers in research and practice are printing concrete, clay, plastics, and metals in different scales and various applications. We will see that today. At the same time, designers are exploring the creative and technological potential of additive manufacturing and hopefully challenge the way we build today. We have this small publication with all the speakers and their projects, but also everybody who is part of the exhibition that you will find in Hall 11, the BE-AM exhibition. And it's actually nice to walk over the Formnext fair, come around the corner and see the scale of these objects that we show, that our guests brought to Frankfurt, because the scale of architecture is a different one than we see at many other places on the fair. So I'm happy that all of you are here today. A few things for housekeeping. If you are here, and now I switch to German, wenn Sie die Punkte für die Architektenkammer haben, also die haben möchten, und die Teilnahmebescheinigung an diesem Symposium und sich noch nicht vorne dafür eingetragen haben, können Sie das in den Kaffeepausen noch nachholen. Und für eine Unkostenpauschale von 35 € können wir Ihnen diese Teilnahmebescheinigung zukommen lassen. Beziehungsweise Sie können diese am Ende der Veranstaltung abholen. We will have a lunch break at around 12:30, and we would like to ask you to help yourself. There are a lot of nice little kiosks and restaurants with a good lunch, which is offered there. We will, we have the exhibition in Hall 11. It's the stand F68. There is currently a live stream which you can watch on YouTube that shows the lectures and all presentations. And finally, I would like to thank the Formnext and Mesago team to collaborate with us. It was a pleasure to work with Sascha Wenzler, Maria Besser, Corinna Winter and Anja Henritzi for the symposium and the exhibition. I would like to thank the TU Darmstadt profile area from material to product innovation. They supported us financially to make that exhibition happen. A very special thanks and an applause for Bastian Wibranek, who was organizing the entire symposium. Thank you very much, Bastian. There was quite a lot of work and you did a great job. I would also like to thank Chris Borg-Constanzi, who was contributing to that. Thank you, Chris. Yes. I would like to thank Yvonne Machleit, who was a great administrative support. She's at the entrance. And our student assistants, Alessia Wekenmann, Leon Wieczorke, Lukas Ludok, Max Geron, Merle Schmidt-Jürgensen, Thomas Wenzel, Annika Löber. Thank you for supporting us today. And finally, thank you to all the speakers and exhibitors to come here and contribute to this event. You have seen the program for today. We have 4 sessions and coffee breaks and lunch break in between. And we would like to start now with Harald Kloft.